For the latest top tips, reviews and advice, please subscribe below.
Hello and welcome to Attwoolls Camping and Leisure with me, Mike. Today I'm giving you guys a bit of a review on a very exciting new product here from Quest. So this here is the Quest Touareg. The Touareg basically is kind of it's a fully cotton canvas tent, so it's that kind of traditional style and actually kind of traditional look, but the joys of it, actually the internal size of it is really good. You know, plenty of space, obviously really nice height as well, and certainly with these kind of ridge poles, it really helps to make it kind of feel a much more boxier feel. So for the footprints, you know, that you're talking about, it's only about 3 meters by about 4'4". It's actually really spacious. You can actually buy some inner bedrooms to go inside of it if you want to. Alternatively, it's just a shelter as it is. But one thing I think that's really impressive is essentially the price point. For a cotton canvas tent this big, I think, check our website to see obviously what current offer we're doing at the moment, but it's quite remarkable how you can get a canvas tent for this kind of price, you see, especially with the level of features that I'm about to go through. So, like I said, 100% cotton canvas, beautiful, really nice, about 280 gram. Then you've also got a PVC ground sheet as well. So the PVC ground sheet is 530 grams PVC. So it's not something like polyethylene, really rugged. Everything about this tent sort of screams that it's made to last. And you know, if you think of likes of Cabalon tents, it's that kind of concept, but probably a bit more affordable price point. You've got obviously guy runners giving you obviously plenty of tension as well, scattered around there. It would be worth me saying that actually this is a sample model, so it's not the official finished article. So there are some details, things like the mesh, for example, could be kind of black rather than white. So there are some subtle differences that will chop and change with extra ventilation here and there as well. But I'll go through it the best I can in this little video as kind of a good insight to what to look at. So yet again, it's kind of a mirror image. So this side panel, this sort of end panel as such, is exactly the same on the other side. So yet again, you've got two really nice doors, mesh position behind it as well, so you can get really good circulation. A small little canopy on here also is going to stop the rain from coming in, going straight in. So you've got a bit of coverage there as well. There is the optional extra, as we've got here, of the kind of sun wing. So the sun wing here can be fitted on either side, so you can buy two if you want to, and it can just give yourself a bit more shelter. So that's going to protect certainly the door at the front here away from sort of a bit of wind and also a bit more rain as well if it's coming in sort of on the side. And if you want to, in theory, you could go kind of have 4 of these, 2 for the front and 2 for the back, because like I said, it's exactly the same itself. And that really just slots onto the little spike externally. Put the rain cowl on there just to give yourself obviously protection against also the weather. At the front you've got sort of PVC windows here as well, so you still get plenty of light in there, so it doesn't feel completely kind of boxed in. But yet again, what you can always do is when you want to, you can shut this up obviously when you leave, and that just really nice oversized zips on here as well. Yeah, again, like I said, designed really to make it sort of last many years. The joys obviously cotton canvas is actually the lifespan is quite a lot of time, and you know, take care of it. You know, it could last you for sort of 10, 15, 20 years plus. And the joys yet again is actually it's more breathable, so it's got natural breathability, so you get less condensation, or practically none in some cases. But also in a sort of hotter, warmer day, it's a lot cooler on the inside, so the fabric can sort of open up, so the weave opens up, allows air to pass through, and it's a lot cooler. On the flip side of that, actually, when it is sort of like a cold day, the weave contracts and keeps the warmth in. So it's kind of like, it's got like almost like a breathable membrane kind of naturally built into it. So it's kind of the perfect fabric to go with. The only things to bear in mind that actually you want to pitch when you want to sort of pack it away, it needs to be bone dry. So if you pack it away wet, literally next day or day after, get it back up. And literally all you can do, and you can see from our own Attwoolls picking and packing videos, how simple and easy it was to put this thing up. Took me on my own best part of probably 10 minutes, which for a beautiful canvas style like that, I think is really, really good. But to dry it out, you can peg the main 4 corners, stick the middle pole up, then at least you're getting circulation into it, and it will dry a hell of a lot quicker that way. There are sort of things like the little tabs around here, so it will be all colour cages, it will be black all the way through, and there's going to be extra side ventilations down the side, but we'll talk through more features about the Touareg as we head on the inside. So let's have a look at what it's got to offer. So now in the Touareg, you can kind of get a bit more of an idea for certainly the size in here, but also the height as well. And mainly probably where the camera's position is not the best ideal position to really feel sort of the sheer width you've got in here, but I'll pick the camera up in a second. We'll have a little walk through as well. One thing you first can see is obviously the main structural pole. This is the only thing really that's holding the main structure up. But what you can do, if this pole was to come down, the ridge poles sort of at the back position here, you can still peg that out and it will still droop down a little bit. So as you can see from our pitching video, we literally peg the main corners up first, put the middle pole in, and then do the uprights with the ridge poles as well. The ground sheet is actually, like I said, is 530 gram PVC. It can be zipped on or zipped off, so it can be removed if you want to reduce the pack weight rather than one big size. Alternatively, I think the pack weight is not too bad for the size of the tent anyway, but if you want the versatility of obviously removing it and kind of having more rural camping, that's a really good way to go. As you can see from the outside, this is just a mirror image, so you've got the joys of having rolling doors back halfway, having a good circulation of air as well, and I think it actually looks really, really smart. Generally, like I said, headroom in here is pretty decent. Mainly when you get down to the corners, that's where you probably suffer a little bit, but that's probably where you have your bedding. There are the ability of kind of sleeping where you want to, and joys of the canvas actually is that the breathability factor is to be a lot warmer as well on a cold night's evening. But generally other things that is basically going to be introduced into this model. So you may have seen on our little teepee bell tent ones at Quest do, there's a kind of like a half moon ventilation panel. Now that's going to be put into place here as well. So there'll be two per side located about here, another one on the other side as well. So you'll have 4 in total, which again will help give you a good circulation as well. But the windows, as you can see, are already here, so you can get sort of privacy when you want to. So you're getting a really nice PVC clear window, and then you can toggle the sides down. So it's a little toggle loop to hold it in place. So currently you've got just a little zip, just to keep it kind of at bay. And that's where you get sort of ultimate coverage and then ultimate amount of privacy. And obviously, with the sort of the end doors quite happily done, the joys of that is, again, you can really make it feel like you're home away from home. Generally, you've got a zip running along the top, as well as along the bottom. So if you, and it actually, because it obviously detaches, it can be rolled away quite neatly, tidily. And there's a little retainer on each of the doors as well. So that way you can have the ultimate of versatility. But generally, because obviously it's canvas, your lifespan's very good. But in terms of structural strength, it's pretty rock solid, mind. And that's due to, obviously, there's not much real give in the canvas, and the tolerances, the way it's cut, is so fine. Naturally, with canvas, you will have to go through a weathering process, so you will need to pitch this before you go away. Either let rain, get it rain on, or get the hose pipe out and give it a good drenching. Allow it to completely dry before packing it away, and that's just basically then makes the canvas waterproof. No different to any sort of normal canvas tent, but it's just what you come to expect, or polycotton for that matter. You've also got some storage pockets located either side here, and there are actually some inner bedrooms that will basically go along each side of those. Personally, I think they're quite a lot of money, so it's not a bad expense, but personally I think having the open area like this, you can sleep people where you want to, I think is brilliant. And I can see this being really, really popular with the likes of Scouts or DV, or well, not DV of course, but Scouts or Cubs, or guides, anything like that, where you want to set up kind of either a sort of a cooking tent or a main sleeping tent, and you can literally shove everyone in one single area. 2 pack sizes, so you've got one for the main mat of canvas and then one for the poles, which actually, to be fair, for something this size, I think is really, really ample. And again, like I said, the most probably impressive thing about all of this in total is probably the price point. Really good price point for something that is purely cotton canvas. But this is going to be a model we'll have up on our indoor display showroom, so you're more welcome to pop in, see it in the flesh, and get a really good idea for the size of it. But I think it's going to be a real winner for the ongoing season. So this here is the Quest Touareg with us here at Attwoolls. More information below, of course, on our website, as well as individual sort of features built onto that as well.